Alright, I've got the little baby next to me. It's about time for her to wake up and eat. But this is generally her sleepiest time of day. So we're going to try to start a level. I don't think I'll get to do too much, although now she's kind of wrestling a little bit. But I've got her right next to me, got my ear out, so we will make sure she is nice and taken care of. I just made dinner for Mama, so we are good to play a level, I think. So let's go to this new prison break that I just unlocked from that old Savas that had crystals growing all over. Not in Gloomhaven, so let's do the road event first. Mercenaries. You help! Help, Hurdle, yes! A snow-wizened vermling, calling himself Hurdle, rushes up to you with such speed that you think he might attack, but he stops short, waving his arms indignantly. Tonight is soup! Jeremy hide food for soup night, but forgot hiding spots. Stupid Jeremy! Hurdle shouts at a tree behind you. Following his gaze, you see Jeremy, a red squirrel, sitting on a branch. Jeremy chitters back angrily, clearly masking embarrassment. Stupid Jeremy lost food, and now finding it is up to Hurdle. Hurdle and greedy mercenaries. Hurdle grins, sweeping his arms to indicate a nearby clearing. Jeremy leave food all over. I reward mercenary who digs up most. Berries and nuts and eggs. Hurdle pauses, scrunching up his nose. On second thought, don't dig up eggs. Option A, help Hurdle dig up Jeremy's hidden food. Option B, offer to share your own rations instead. No chance that I am doing option B. I am not sharing my own rations. You sigh and heave your shovel. You suppose this is what they mean when they say no job is too small. All characters each take one turn drawing as many cards as they want from the monster attack modifier deck one at a time until they choose to stop. If a character draws a null card, they've unearthed an old egg, and their number of drawn cards is considered 0. Shuffle the entire monster modifier deck between each turn. Characters are then awarded the following based on who drew the most cards. Tied characters gain the full rewards of their shared mark. 12 XP, 6 gold, 2 wood, 1 hide. Okay. Well, I want the gold the most, I think. So let's do coral first. Oh, I meant to shuffle them, but they should be shuffled already, right? So coral drew 2. Now Trap draws 1, and Deathwalker draws 1. And I didn't get any misses, so Coral gets 12 experience, and then both of the other 2 characters get 6 gold. Okay. Easy peasy. Don't need to do the XP because Coral's already level 9. This is a big room. What am I missing? Coral. There it is. Prison break. The scenario is complete when all enemies in it are dead and the gold treasure tile has been looted. At the end of that round, read a thing. It's been 6 days of marching through the snow with Gem as your guide. The 2 old orchid... Oh, okay. I guess it wasn't a Savas, it was an orchid. The 2 old orchid hasn't suggested the bitter cold had any effect on her, but the sheer weight of crystals growing on her body over a lifetime has meant the trip, which should have been 2 days at most, has taken the better part of a week. She finally takes a seat on a rocky outcropping and points a heavy finger at the stone doorway in front of you. Well, this is the part I'm paying for. Prison is just this way. I trust you'll have no trouble whatsoever? It would be a true surprise if any of the guards lasted this long. She settles in, humming to herself. The stone door's lock has long ago rusted away, and the chamber beyond is dark and silent. No one has disturbed us for what feels like centuries. You wonder what kind of prison this even is. You find a sconce and light it. By some unseen mechanism, the fire jumps across the room, lighting the area in a warm glow. The prison has a high ceiling with a 3rd-story catwalk, and illuminated before you is a massive cellar door, shut tight. Before you can deal with the door, though, you'll need to deal with the guards, which are not as long dead as you had hoped. So much for being an easy job. Door 1 is locked. All figures on any tile 1 treat figures on tile 13C as in range and line of sight for any ranged attack. All monsters on any tile 1 do not move off of their tiles unless forced. Okay. So these are tile 1s. So the 4 small tiles, all monsters on any tile 1 do not move off of their tile unless forced. So this frozen corpse is never coming down here. And this frozen corpse is never coming down here. And these bolt shooters are never moving. But all figures on any tile treat this tile as in range for ranged attacks. Which means bolt shooters, we've got a normal and an elite, and then just a normal down here. But if they see everyone is in range, and we've got a normal down here, they see everyone is in range, and they've got base target 3 or 4 for the elite. So they're hitting me with every single turn, because I'm always in range while I'm on this tile. So I need to get off of this tile ASAP. And I need to split up. But this is still a wall, right? The first time 2 characters simultaneously occupy both pressure plates A at the end of the turn, read a thing. Okay, so it'll probably just open the door. It may unlock it, but it probably just opens the door when you're standing on both pressure plates. Okay, we also get traps in the scenario to mess with. They are damage traps, which is very nice. They're 9 damage traps. Let's get the monster level correct and my character level correct. There we go. Monster level 7. There we go. That's what we expect to see. 31 health with 2 shield and 3 retaliate. I guess let's go ahead and get a challenge. Increasing aggression. Whenever a -1 or -2 attack modifier card is drawn from the monster deck, after the attack, remove the card from the deck for the remainder of the scenario. That seems pretty awful. Each time, each enemy gains 1 shield while it's adjacent to 1 or more of its allies. These guys are pretty spread out. So the only one who would be getting the 1 shield would be these guys, and then they'd have 3 shield, which is really annoying. But since these guys are spread out, that one doesn't seem too bad. I'm wondering if I should go for increasing aggression here. The problem is that early on, these bolt shooters are going to be doing tons of damage to me. I really do not want to be eating all of these attacks. Okay. I don't think I can do increasing aggression. I don't want to leave it to where all of my challenges at the bottom are really hard ones, though. Because if I always pick the easier of the two... So maybe I'll do increasing aggression and leave phalanx. Because on some scenarios, phalanx is just going to be kind of free. Let's try increasing aggression. I know there's a way to do it in Xhaven. To remove the -1s. Let's see. So if we draw... So we drew until we got a -1, and then what happens when we remove a -1? It shuffles it. Okay, I guess instead of that, then, let's just do... Instead of that, let's just use this deck. Because it's very easy to modify this deck. It's just hard to remember to use it. But this is taking up a lot of room here. I hope this will be doable. Okay, so... Deathwalker... This frozen corpse isn't going to leave this platform, right? So all I have to do is get a shadow on him and wound him, and then hit him for 5, like, once. And, like, same thing with this bolt shooter, except bolt shooters can't be wounded, which is unfortunate. But it'll only take me 2 fluid knights to just kill this guy, right? So if Deathwalker just comes down here, then she's not on tile 13C. And this is wall, so the bolt shooter doesn't have line of sight. The bolt shooter has no line of sight, because the line of sight is going out to, like, this tile. And then even from here, it's like the line of sight is, like, maybe right here. So as long as I'm standing in this corner, Deathwalker just, like, never gets attacked. And I can just cycle shadows and murder. So I need to get there ASAP. I could move 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and get right here. I think, though, what I like the most is doing Eclipse. Eclipse, I could do, like, Eclipse and Dark Fog. Make a shadow here with my top, and then move it for 5 with my bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then next turn, I just teleport here. I can even move the shadow here, and then it'll be closer. And then I just need to move the shadow 2 and move it 2, and it'll be under the Frozen Corpse. And then I Anger of the Dead this guy. So let's bring Anger of the Dead. I guess I don't need Shadow Step. I don't think I really need Rest in Shade. Anger of the Dead. I definitely want Dark Fog. Maybe no Strength of the Abyss. Let's drop Strength of the Abyss. Because I'm going to play Eclipse on turn 1, which means it's not a Call to the Abyss scenario. So it'll be a lot harder to use Strength of the Abyss. And I want to just, like, get Fluid Knights down here and be hitting, right? So I like that start a lot for Deathwalker. Dark Fog with Eclipse. On Trap, 2 cards to the Lost Pile, no. Negative condition to somebody who already has one. Kill an undamaged monster with a single action. That is definitely right up Trap's alley. Never short rest, become exhausted, kill an enemy, overkill something by 4. Maybe we'll just never short rest, because I really like the idea of long resting and getting out a lot of heavy sword and a lot of eagle eye goggles with Fluid Knight in every rest cycle. I'm liking this plan for Deathwalker. Which means Trap is going this way, which I want Trap to go this way because there are these traps here, right? Once Deathwalker teleports over here, the Frozen Corpses won't go after her anymore. So on Coral, we're just going to go fast and set up a shield because I'm going to get hit 4 times by bolt shooters. So I need a shield ASAP, and I guess Overwhelming Wave, because what else would I do? The other thing I could do would be to Low Tide bottom, since I know I'm going to get hit a lot. And I don't hate that, but I think I want to play Low Tide on turn 2, because Coral needs to get out of here. I'm going to get absolutely demolished by these bolt shooters if I stay down here too long. So maybe turn 2, I want to play Low Tide to move 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to get Trap as far in here as I can. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5. I want a Proficient Hunter. What if I move 1 and then I go 1, 2, 3, 4? That would work. So I can Honeypot to move 4 and Furry Facade to get the move 1. And I move 1 and go invisible, and then I move 4 and I get onto this difficult terrain. And I can place a trap behind me to heal Coral up once Coral gets there. I really like that. I think this is a very good start to the scenario. Okay, this is a very good start to the scenario because the bolt shooters don't even destroy me on turn 1 like I was planning on them doing. Okay, the Frozen Corpses do get multi-target, so they are going to kind of destroy Deathwalker. But I guess that just is what it is. Well, only one of them is going to hit Deathwalker, right? So, okay. Trap goes move 1 and invisible. I still think that this was really good for me. And then move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make a 2 health heal trap behind me. I'm going to go ahead and get some just default preset traps set here so that I can just copy paste them for faster trap making. And Trap is up there. Coral is just going to shield and Overwhelming Wave. And we get the Frozen Corpses. So these two guys don't want to move off of their tile, so they just stay still. The Elite will come here and hit Coral and then Deathwalker. Oh, nope, not that. Not that. Let me, like, shuffle this to... whatever. This, because I need to remove the aggression. So Coral takes an attack for 7. Coral just takes 7 damage. So let's go ahead and just use these. Coral will already take a damage and use all of its shield. And then an attack for 7 into Deathwalker with disadvantage. We will remove the -1. But Deathwalker takes a -1. So 7 minus 1 is 6. That's pretty painful. And this guy moves 2, trying to get to Coral, but can't reach him. They set ice. And now Deathwalker. So let's make a shadow here. And here. And then maybe Deathwalker can hit the Bolt Shooter a little bit. And then here. And then I move a shadow for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then now I can teleport to it. And from here, I'm safe. And from here, I think I have line of sight. Yeah. From here, I'll have line of sight on this Bolt Shooter. So I can move a shadow and hit it with Deepening Despair to get an attack for 4. And then I can hit it with Fluid Knight. And so I guess Deathwalker is taking care of this normal Bolt Shooter. I like that. I'm not in range to hit it yet, though, unfortunately. So I'm playing Forceful Spirits to teleport over. I don't want to hit this guy because I die to retaliate. So who do I want to hit? I guess I could just go ahead and Fluid Knight this guy to attack him for 5, but then I don't have 2 shadows over here for Deepening Despair. So I don't really like that. Maybe I just Black Barrage. That's okay. Black Barrage to attack this guy and then teleport over. Oh, I lose out on some of my shadow movement, but maybe that's alright. I think that's alright. First, I just want to get this guy taken care of. On Trap, I'll just move out of the way in Proficient Hunter. If I go up here, same thing as down there. These guys don't have any line of sight on me. So I just need a big movement. So move 3, I can go 1, 2, 3. So Proficient Hunter with Exploding Decoy. Very happy with that. Coral wants to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Skitter, add +1 and ignore all difficult terrain abilities. So if I go, if I set Skitter bottom and then I use my boots, I have a move 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I can get in there. That's pretty good. And then from my top, let's just set Shuck. I like that. So Coral first, Skitter, and then Low Tide. Move 4, use my boots to make it a move 5, and ignore all difficult terrain. And 6 because of the Skitter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then set Shuck. Trap is just going to move 1, 2, 3, and set Proficient Hunter. Deathwalker is going to consume this Dark to attack for 3 into the Bolt Shooter. It'll deal 3. And then teleport adjacent to a shadow. And then there's an obstacle right here, so Bolt Shooter... Well, I guess first these guys, right? They can get to Coral without stepping through any traps. No negative hexes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So the normal is going to go ahead and attack for 4 and Brittle. And Coral will take 3. Nope, nope, nope. Coral will take 4 and Brittle. And yeah, I have more than 2 tides, so I don't get the shield on Low Tide, unfortunately, but that's alright. And then this Bolt Shooter does move to try to get in range, but there's no line of sight from here to hit Coral. So he moves 1 because of this obstacle, and now he's adjacent to both of these, and I do have line of sight of him on Deathwalker, and so Deathwalker will be able to attack with Deepening Despair, and I guess I'll Wave of Anguish to move my shadow over, and then next turn I can Fluid Knight this guy to kill him. And I guess I'll call to the Abyss to get a new shadow out. Very happy with how this is going. I think that's it, because... well... From here, what is their line of sight looking like? No, it doesn't look like there's any way for them to see my characters where they're standing. So these guys don't move yet. But I'll want to move over this way to group them up for Foxhole a little bit, I think. But we're done with that turn. We're on a new turn. So, Deepening Despair with Wave of Anguish to move my shadows. Love it. Well, I don't need to move the shadows yet, right? So let's summon a new shadow first. And then I can move them next turn, and then I get the movement on my new shadow. These are already big traps, so I don't want a Persistent Pitfall. Dangerous Ground is basically just my best one. And Coral can stay here, and then it's just a 1v1 as these Frozen Corpses walk up. Alright, I have no idea what I was saying. But... Oh, yeah, Dangerous Ground. I want a Dangerous Ground to, like, build up a big trap here. So Coral will just fight these Frozen Corpses one at a time, which does not seem like it should be much of an issue. Just get a Chaotic Refraction so that this Brittle won't do very much damage. Fight these two guys one at a time. I guess, though, now that this is kind of walled up, this Frozen Corpse is going to run down towards Deathwalker, which would pop this 9 damage trap, which I like, but I don't want it to... Yeah, because they can leave tile 13 to get onto tile 1. They just can't leave tile 1. And this guy's not on tile 1 yet. So maybe I'll just back up Coral, and that'll force them to go this way. I think I like that. But either way, I want a Dangerous Ground, and... I don't know if Unavoidable Outcome is all that good. I could just go ahead and straight Extra Teeth, which I think is good because I want to kind of I want to get the I want to free up some room and stack up a big trap. Also, once I come here, the bolt shooters will have vision of me, or they'll be able to get line of sight, and so the elite, if he has a move too, if I'm standing here, he could hit me from this hex. I need them to group up so that they can be foxholed. I do have a pull on traps, so maybe I'll just need to do that. Then Coral just wants to go fast, maybe a default attack, set Chaotic Refraction, and then maybe just back up. This is feeling pretty good, I think. So Coral, set Chaotic Refraction, and then just a default attack too. I've got Pierce. I think I was full health already, wasn't I? Oh no, I was not full health because I got attacked, so I get rid of that Brittle as well. And the attack for 2 did 4 damage into guy number 5. And it wounds him, and then I just back up right here. And I'm very happy with that. Deathwalker will Ritual... whatever it's called. Deepening Despair. Attack for 4 onto this guy. It'll deal 5. So now a Fluid Knight isn't guaranteed to kill, but it almost is. And then I make a Shadow in range 2. And now the bolt shooters go. So this guy just steps here, but he does not have line of sight on Coral. He would from here or from here, but he only has move 1. He only has move 1. This guy doesn't go yet because Trap was slower. So now we just need to do the Frozen Corpses. So the Elite has move 3, but if he would go 1, 2, he can't go 3, 4, and there's no fire. So the Elite doesn't move, but he does see this hex if he had a move 4. And so then the normal just goes right here and attacks for 6 into Coral. And it does 8. And Coral has 2 shields, so Coral takes 6. And he takes 2 retaliate from Chaotic Refraction. And then we're done. Oh, Trap. Trap is going to make a 3 and a 5 damage trap. And then step 2 with Extra Teeth and combine them. So 3 plus 5 is 8, plus 18 is 26. Do I want to just put it up here? Ooh. I have unavoidable outcome still. If I'm standing here and I just set unavoidable outcome, this bolt shooter will step here and pop the trap. It feels a little bit like, because I would love to just foxhole and hit 2, but yeah, that does feel a little bit bad. So I guess I'll keep this down here and I'll just work on building it up a little bit more. It's a 26 damage trap. I wish there was a better way to show this, but there probably is. I just haven't thought of it. Yeah. Oh well. 26 damage trap. I mean, that kind of works. The baby is wiggling, but she's got those eyes totally asleep. You hungry? Oh yeah, I think she's hungry. We're gonna take a break. All right, Babe has eaten and is back to sleep. Okay, I finished this turn, right? Yeah, because I had just made this 26 damage trap. I had done it slightly out of order because the corpses had already gone, but it didn't really make a difference. XP from dangerous ground. And then I was figuring out what exactly I want to do. I know for a fact here I want to Fluid Knight with Wave of Anguish so that I can attack this guy with this and then move my shadows too. That sounds very good. And then Coral. Tidal Blast top actually almost sounds interesting, just to get the wound ticking on this guy, and like I wouldn't have to worry about his retaliate, and it would be nice to get him ticking already. Maybe though it would be best to just do like Death on All Sides bottom with Cresting Force top, although I shouldn't really rush it, right? No reason not to do Tidal Blast bottom with Smashing Torrent top. Do I have light? I do have light, so I can get the stun with that. That'll be pretty good. And the next turn I'll Death on All Sides bottom with Cresting Force top. That'll work. Deathwalker, it looks like I already picked my cards, so Trap. Unfortunately, I just don't have any like actual traps to play. And I can't really move this. I guess I could just go ahead and attack this guy with Foxhole, but I would rather wait. Let's go at like a middle speed and back out. Go at a middle speed and back out, and we'll just hope that the bolt shooters kind of group up. Oh, now that they've grouped up, I can just Foxhole these two, right? Because they go first. Just to move one. This guy is not able to hit Coral. And this guy's still not able to hit Deathwalker. So move one. Oh, move one does get him closer, though, because he goes here. So I guess I'll Boots of Speed Deathwalker. Why not, right? I might be able to kill this guy and prevent an attack going into... what's his name? So just Fluid Knight. I don't need to Heavy Sword or Eagle Eyes it, because it should... I don't have any -1s in my deck, I believe. So it's either going to miss or not, and it did not miss. So this guy dies. I do have to eat that shadow, but I'll take that. And now I have move 2, move all shadows 2. So pretty happy with that. And then now the bolt shooters go. And so this guy will attack Trap. But there's no way for him to see Coral. So attack for 1. Or attack for 3. And Trap will take 3. Nope, nope, nope. Attack for 3, and Trap will take 4. And then the next guy attacks Trap for 3. And Trap will go ahead and block 3. And that's these guys. It just feels kind of cheesy that these guys can't come down here and hit coral, but I think I'm doing it right. Because, like, these are definitely different tile 1s, even though they're connected by stairs, right? And so that finishes all of the bolt shooters. They both attacked trap. So now it'll be the frozen corpses. So first guy number 3 will come here, and because of the cone pattern, he is able to hit coral. So attack for 5. This is a melee attack, though, so I do still have 2 shield for it. I did set both shields, right? I'm pretty sure I did. Sharp Chitney and Chaotic Refraction, yeah. So I take 3 damage, but no retaliate. And then this guy will hit trap, exactly where he is. So attack for 5. And trap will take 4. Reduce that down to 2. And then this guy will hit coral. Attack for 4. And it'll deal 1. And he takes 2 retaliate. Now trap can go ahead and foxhole this 26 damage trap. So it's attack for 25 into both of these guys. So let's do the normal first. And then the elite will spyglass. Nice. Okay, so 25 and 25. So they both die. Which gets, not this guy, guy number 3 and elite number 5. Which gets trap its battle goal of killing an undamaged enemy with a single attack action. And then I could set unavoidable income. I could, or whatever it's called. I could move to, let's move here. I don't know if it, I don't think it makes any difference, but that's fine. And then coral is going to set Tidal Blast and attack with Smashing Torrent. Attack for 2, 3 because of Tidal Blast, with Pierce and Stun and Wound. It does 4. And then on Coral's turn, this guy gets stunned. Which is good, because I'm probably going to take some damage next turn, but I should be able to double hit the corpse, which will be good. I think that did everybody, so we'll just long rest trap here. We'll just go slow with Coral. We'll just... I guess I can't really do much on Deathwalker. If I move 2 and I consume my shadows, I would be able to attack this guy for 4 with Pierce, but that doesn't really sound worth it. So I think I'll just Fleeting Dust to bring in another shadow, and then long rest next turn, and I can move the shadow on long rest. Okay, nothing out of Bolt Shooter. And then these guys are next. He'll suffer from his wound. This guy has move 5, so he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3. And Coral's faster, so he definitely targets Coral and closer. So attack 5 into Coral. Okay, I do have the crit helm, is the helmet that I brought. So the attack 5 will deal 3 damage. What's up, mister? Okay. Back again. So I do believe I was attacked for 5 and I got crit. I've got 2 shield and I've got iron helmet. So I take 3. He takes 2. And I'm pretty sure that he did consume ice, and I just already did that, so I get riddled. Which is really unfortunate, because I'm going to take a ton from Retaliate here. Because I'm planning on hitting him twice. Which I want to do, but then the Retaliate really dominates me. Okay, I took out all of the bad modifiers, and so now they're going to be hitting really well each turn. I did this guy's wound already, I know that. And so now it's Coral. So here's what I'll do. I will attack 3 into the normal and hope to draw one of my rolling heal modifiers. I did not, but it does do 4. But now, at least I go down to 5 health rather than... But I didn't kill him. It's kind of a problem. I didn't have anything buffing it up, did I? No. Because this guy doesn't die, which means that I'm going to get hit next turn. But I will have 3 shield from long resting. I'm wondering if it's worth it to do my Cresting Force attack. It would be attack for 6, which is 7. So I would love to get attack for 7 into this 31 health guy and get a wound on him to make him start ticking down. But if I just, if I attack the normal, then he'll be dead. Let's go ahead and attack the elite. I could also Frenzy Potion here. This isn't a horrible time for it. You know what? Let's go ahead and Muscle Potion. Increases the odds that I will get the kill. So let's Frenzy Potion the normal. Oh, okay. Well, I needed the Muscle Potion for that to do anything. So that's good. I get the kill. Fortunately, I did not get the Rolling Heal. Although, I guess if I get the Rolling Heal now, that would happen before the Retaliate, because the Rolling Heal would be part of the attack, and then Retaliate happens after the attack. So let's get that, right? Nope. Nope. So it was attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 with the Tidal Blast. So I do deal 7. He gets... I take 6 from the Retaliate. He gets wounded. But he doesn't get stunned or disarmed or anything, which would have been really nice. And then now my Muscle Potion's kind of wasted, because I'm not going to get to use it next turn. And I kind of have to just hope he doesn't kill me. Trap gets to long rest. So Trap could tank him. I probably want to keep my pull, because I could just pull him away from me. I think I don't need invisibility. That definitely does not feel necessary. I do get a 3 damage trap from long resting. So, I mean, I guess I could pull him into this. It's not too bad. I don't have any bottoms that do anything super useful. I could just pull him away with Exploding Decoy and Honeypot over here to heal up Coral. I think I like that. I mean, it's a pretty basic, simple turn. We'll see how much he's attacking for to figure out if I really need to pull him away or not, because it would be nice to get the Retaliate on him. Long rest Deathwalker so I can move a shadow. So yeah, double long rest the other 2 characters. That's totally fine. He's only attacking for 5. So I think I always survive, because +2 would be the worst thing he could do, which means he would deal 4 damage with the +2, and I've got 5 health. So he never kills. So I will just... I can make a 4 damage trap where I'm standing. It would be nice to pull him. I don't really need the damage. Yeah, let's just make... I would like the heal trap. So I'll move and I'll make a 4 health heal trap over here with Honeypot. And then, since I'm here, I might as well just attack for 2. But I will not do the pull, and it does no damage. Bolt shooters do nothing. This guy suffers from his wound, and he attacks for 5. And it does 2. And he takes 2 Retaliate, and then I get 2 long rest. Oh, but I don't have Cleansing Swell, so I don't get the huge heal. So that's underwhelming. I want to save Shuck. Oh, that's actually really bad to not have Cleansing Swell up. I don't know how I did not bring that. Maybe I dropped Death on all sides, because I don't really need the bonus attack. I guess 2 bonus damage is really good, though. The stun is pretty nice. I don't think I'm doing Rancid Brine. So how am I killing? How am I killing? I just need a little bit more out of Trap. This 4 health heal trap will really help. So maybe I just start with Low Tide. Low Tide and Chaotic Refraction. That feels really good to me. And then over here, I can just start building up another trap. Dangerous Ground. Maybe might as well set Unavoidable Outcome. And then next turn I can like Persistent Pitfalls and Extra Teeth or something. That's fine, that's cool. Deathwalker gets to move a shadow for 3. I guess I want a shadow under this frozen corpse the most so that I can Anger of the Dead him, right? That moves down. Get a card back. Let's get... or drop a card. Deepening Despair. I might want the teleport for the end. to get into the final room. Because I'm going to have to, like, stand... I'm going to have to teleport down to the thing to stand on it. Man, there's, like, not a good card that's like, I'm fine with losing this. Maybe Black Barrage. Maybe I don't need that much shadow movement. Because I do have Dark Fog and Wave of Anguish to move shadows. Oh. So let's start with Anger of the Dead, and I guess Fluid Knight. I'm going to hit this guy. Coral has move 4, so 1, 2, 3. And gets to heal for 4. And then set Chaotic Refraction. Bolt Shooter does nothing. Deathwalker will wound this normal. And then attack it for 6 with Heavy Sword. Might as well Eagle Eye Goggles, I think. Attack for 6, crits for 12. He has 2 shields, so he takes 10. Very beautiful. His turn goes, he suffers. This guy's turn goes, he suffers. Coral gets brittled and immobilized, but I can just shield whatever damage I take next turn. So that won't matter too much. And then Trap makes a 3 and a 5. And new turn. So Trap is just going to Persistent Pitfalls one of these and Extra Teeth. Coral, I don't want to take the Brittle on the Retaliate, so I guess I'll set Sharp Chitin. That's almost guaranteed to be fast enough, so I'll set Sharp Chitin, Chuck, and Tidal Blast. And I like all of that. I feel like I might as well be moving and attacking now. But I don't have a long enough ranged attack to hit this guy with Deepening Despair yet, so I guess I'll Call to the Abyss, and then next turn I can Wave of Anguish. I could also just Forceful Spirits to teleport in, but that feels like that might be a little bit rushed. If I just spend 2 turns making shadows, then I can get a nice clump of shadows up, and then I can teleport in Ritual Sacrifice. So I like that. So make a shadow and just do, I guess, nothing with my top. I think the nothing I would rather do would be Ritual Sacrifice. Alright, Trap is going to turn this into an 8 damage stun trap, and then step here to combine with Extra Teeth, so we get 8 plus 8 is 16. And I'll just place it up there. Actually, no, I would rather have it down here with me. 16. Damage stun. Trap. Bolt Shooter, nothing, since Deathwalker hasn't moved yet. Coral, more shield, more pierce, more Tidal Blast. Frozen Corpses suffer. I have an attack for 7 coming in. Okay, it deals 8. Attack for 7 deals 8. I have 2 shields, so I take 6. So I will block 5 of it, so that I take 1, which then brittles into taking 2 damage. And he takes 2 retaliate. And I think that's just about as well as that could have gone. I do need to hit this guy with Trap. I've got a 16 damage trap, so I guess I could. Ooh, nice. I can pull them. I can pull them. So, yeah, I've already taken my turn here. So this next turn, okay. Well, let's just do Deathwalker real quick, and then we'll be on new turn. And I've got a very beautiful turn coming up here. And Deathwalker's turn is just make a shadow. That's it. So Coral has a very beautiful turn. Coral gets to go Drown Beneath the Waves. I just need to move with my with my other card. Oh, I don't have Overwhelming Wave, so I have to skitter. But that's fine. That's fine. Did I play 3 cards last turn? I think I did. I did play 3 cards last turn, so I couldn't have played Shuck. So I would have just played Sharp Chitin and Tidal Blast. Because I couldn't play 3 last turn. So, no harm, no foul. We caught it eventually. I know that's not the first time I made that mistake. And so this turn I'm going to Foxhole, so I guess I'll short rest. I wish I had thought of it a little bit faster, and then I could have Stamina Potioned. Okay, I'm okay with losing Persistent Pitfalls. It's not that bad. And then I guess I just want to go fast. I could Extra Teeth to make the trap deal more. That's probably fine. That's probably worth it. And then Foxhole. Deathwalker just needs to move shadows, so maybe I'll... Yeah, I can Deepening Despair, Wave of Anguish, and get what I want. So, first Coral. I've got Attack 1, which I will choose not to do, and then move with my top of Skitter. And then I get to pull 2 targets in range 5 for 2, or 3 targets for 2. Pull this guy down, pull this guy down. And now they are next to each other and can be Foxholed. And that's it for Coral. And so now Deathwalker has move 2, move all shadows 2. So move that shadow, move Deathwalker, move that shadow. Now I have 2 shadows next to this guy, so I can go ahead and Deepening Despair him. So attack for 4. And it'll deal 6. And then now this guy does see me from down here, so he will start walking that way. He can hit me from this hex. Can he hit me from this one? No, I don't think so. But he can definitely hit me from here. As long as he has range 5. Which, some of his attacks he has range 5. But I guess since he doesn't have range 5 on this attack, he doesn't actually move. And then Trap. So Trap will combine this trap with itself, so turn it from 16 damage stun into 18 damage stun with Extra Teeth, and then Foxhole both of these guys. So it'll be 2 attacks for 17. Let's go into the close guy first at disadvantage. And it'll deal 16 into guy number 6. And it will stun him. This is on Trap's turn. And then into guy number 3, I will Spyglass it. So it's attack for 17, right? Oh, nice Spyglass. 17, 18, minus 2. It does 16, so he dies. Coral, or Trap, takes 3 Retaliate from this guy, and now has no traps left on the field. But that's fine, because we can deal with this guy. He doesn't get to take his turn. Same thing with this guy. He doesn't see anything he can do. And we're good. New turn. So I can either Forceful Spirits and teleport in. I mean, I could teleport in and just attack for 2. But that feels way too risky. So let's... I'll go ahead and play Forceful Spirits with Fleeting Dusk. And I just don't know if I'm going to move in and attack for... Actually, no, I won't be able to reach him. So I'll either make a shadow or back off, depending on what the Bolt Shooter is doing. But there's no way he can move 4 and attack at range 5 at the same time. Can he see me from here? I think he actually could see me from this hex. Yeah, I believe he sees me from this hex. So he needs to move 3 to be able to hit me. So we're okay there. I did not set light, so I can't stun this guy this turn. I guess I can Shuck and Death on all sides, and then I get an attack for 3. It's a little bit not that good. I can move up here. I can move up here with Honeypot and then set Dangerous Ground Traps. And the next turn Exploding Decoy. I guess that would be okay. I don't have a ton of damage coming out in any way from Trap here. If I move 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, trap, trap, and then move 2 and pull, that's my best bet. So I just need to move 3 this turn, so I'll do Dangerous Ground with Exploding Decoy, move 3. Then next turn I can Honeypot, move here, make a heal trap, and pull him through both. And he takes pretty good damage. Coral, I never played Overwhelming Wave. I've already got 2 cards out. So hopefully this works. Still range 4 on the Bolt Shooter, so he doesn't go for me. So Trap will move 1, 2, 3. I make a 2 damage trap where I was standing. And then I make a 3 and a 5. In those hexes. Then Deathwalker. Let's just make another shadow. And corpses suffer. This guy now... ooh, he sees both from right here. That's a bit of a mistake, because now Trap takes a big hit and could die. Oh, no, Trap still has its armor, so it's fine. I also could have placed my Dangerous Ground Trap there, but I didn't think about it at the time, so we'll just play it like this. So he's going to attack for 5 into Coral, and Coral would take 5, but has 2 shields, so Coral takes 3, he takes 2, retaliate, and then attack into Trap. It would be 6, so Trap will use 5 shield and take 1. Unfortunately, now I don't get to pull him into... I don't get to pull him into good traps at all. And also Coral took too much damage and can't attack him now. Oh, you know what? I didn't bring a pet, so the pet I bring will be this Forest Imp, and I'll go ahead and use it here. So everybody gets to heal 3. And yeah, that's a pretty effective Forest Imp. And then now, whose turn is it? It's Coral's turn. Now I'll set Crashing Tide, or Shuck, and attack with Death on all sides. Nice, and I get a heal. And, okay, it does bonus damage. I have Tidal Blast, so it was attack for 4, 5, 6. He takes 6 and a wound. Coral will take 3 retaliate, which is painful, but now, most likely, Trap can kill. Which is good. Which is very, very good. And we're new turn. So, I'll just play 2 cards, because what else would I do, right? Here, I'll play 2 cards, because what else would I do? Oh. I don't have the pull. I have Unavoidable Outcome. How did I mess that up? So it's just going to be a 2 damage attack. So I guess I need to hope that Coral is faster at 79. I really want Overwhelming Wave because I want to be able to get it out with Low Tide. Although I don't really want Rancid Brine as the other one. I've got 1 shield, so maybe a miracle will happen and I stay alive. And then I'll Long Rest Deathwalker. So Trap's attack for 2, it would need to, like, crit, and then it would deal 2 damage, and then he would suffer 2 from the trap going off. That is not going to be enough. Here's what I can do. Here's what I'll do. Here is what I will do. I will move with Honeypot. Move right here, make a 2 health heal trap right here. Then I am going to pop my Dangerous Gear and make a 3, but buff it up to 5 damage trap right here. And now my attack with Unavoidable Outcome, if I pull a +1, then he will die to the trap popping. So let's just pull a +1. Too easy. Game is too easy. So he takes 2 damage, and then Unavoidable Outcome pops, and he takes 5. Coral will go ahead and pick up this heal. Bolt Shooter still just has 4 range, so he doesn't do anything. Deathwalker can move a shadow for 3, so I'll move that one there. And new turn. Deathwalker heals for 2, gets both of these back. Definitely keeping Forceful Spirits. Deepening Despair could maybe go. Anger of the Dead can go, I think. I don't see that being super useful in the rest. So, oh, I was thinking I would love to teleport in and use Forceful Spirits, but that's 2 halves of the same card. So maybe I go slow one more turn. Do I have Black Barrage still? No, I dropped that. Wave of Anguish to move all my shadows too. Move this one too, move this one too. I just let this guy suffer from his wound, and then I can Fluid Knight this turn, and then next turn I Forceful Spirits in and Ritual Sacrifice. And hopefully that kills the Bolt Shooter. I like that. So I Fluid Knight with Wave of Anguish. Trap, I long rest. Coral, I long rest. This guy goes first and does nothing. Then I can move all shadows for 2. So 2, 2. I guess 2. Unfortunately, I needed to move one more for 1 more. Oh, he's going to move 2 this turn, trying to get to this hex to hit Deathwalker. Beautiful. Okay, so I'll move all my shadows like that, and then I'll consume this one to attack the Bolt Shooter for 5. We'll make it 6. Actually, let's just hit for 5 this turn, and we'll hit with the Spyglass and Heavy Sword next turn. Beautiful. Does 5. We already ate the Shadow. Let's get an Experience and a Dark. And this guy already went, so this guy just moves 1, 2. And then both my other characters long rest. Coral is still really wishing that I had brought Cleansing Swell. A card to drop. Let's drop Overwhelming Wave. Can I poison anything? The only thing I can poison in this scenario are frozen corpses. So I think I'm still not going to... It makes the most sense for Coral to come up here and stand on the pressure plate, I think, and Trap to come down here and just make traps. We know there are going to be Steel Automatons in this final room, but we don't really know much else. Deathwalker is just going to Ritual Sacrifice with Forceful Spirits, teleport in. I'll take a little bit of damage, as long as he's not hitting one target with all attacks. I get to do an attack for 6 with advantage on him, so I may just kill him, which would be quite nice. Coral, I guess I'll just do a move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. With Low Tide and Skitter. Why not? Trap, I didn't do the long rest yet. Let's get rid of Exploding Decoy, I think. Unavoidable Outcome could have gone too. Wow. Very low on trap cards. It's a little bit scary. Also, there's no way for me to extra teeth traps down. This trap down. Am I standing on a... I am standing on a loot, so I'll make sure I pick that up. That's okay. Let's just make a big trap right here. And then I can, from here, I can extra teeth it down to here. So we will play Dangerous Ground. Coral goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then move 1 with its top. Trap needed to get a loot. It's a little bit out of order, but it's fine. Deathwalker gets to go before this guy and hopefully gets to kill him. So teleport here. Attack for 3. Yeah, attack for 3 plus 1 twice for the 2 shadows. So attack for 5. Attack for 6. Eagle Eyes. So I need plus 2 or crit. Dang. So he takes 7, but then all he does on his turn is heal 3. And then Trap will make a 5 damage trap right here. And I guess step on the heal. Don't really need to do that, but it's fine. This guy will die to his wound. And new turn. So I will just honeypot with extra teeth. Why not? Coral. Why not grab this loot, right? Move one, loot one. Maybe I can do that on the way out. Should have played it last turn. Let's just go ahead and get onto the thing. Deathwalker. I can step onto the thing and then Fleeting Dust this guy. Nice. Deathwalker's faster, so she will step here and attack for 4. Beautiful. So Deathwalker took a little bit longer to clear out its side, but she was all alone and is the lowest level. Yeah, she's a level 4 character facing level 7 monsters. So I think it's justifiable for her to take a little bit of time to kill hers. She steps on her pressure plate. Coral steps on its pressure plate. Trap will move 2. And then combine these into a 12 damage trap. That'll go down here. And no, that does not give any experience. But I did end on a loop. Aerovine. Done. And so now we get to... Ugh. The door is locked, but none of the section links work. It's okay. We'll just have to figure it out ourselves. Well, let's make sure that it opens, right? But I'm pretty sure it does. 127.3. The heavy door to the prison swings open, but rather than a typical cell, there's just a single wooden box on a pedestal. Before you can retrieve it, you hear the heavy thud of stone feet shuffling in the room. We need normal automaton, elite automaton, frozen corpse directly in front of the door. Normal bolt shooter chest, gold, 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 gold. And corridor tile. That should be easy to do. Let's see if we can get it in one, right? So first, metal corridor tile. Right here. Then we need normal steel automaton, normal frozen corpse, elite steel automaton, normal bolt shooter, chest in the middle. Loot, loot. It was 6 loots. And bottom is elite. Boom, 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 boom. That looks right to me. Beautiful. This is not too bad. I've got a lot of stamina left. These 3 can all be wounded with Fleeting Dusk, so I would like to do that here. I would have to short rest to get a shadow in position, so hopefully they'll just stay close enough, but probably not, because steel automatons like to stay in still, and frozen corpses move with every turn. But even if the frozen corpse, like, comes over here and steps on this 12 damage trap, am I supposed to complain about that? I don't think so. So I'll make a shadow over here and then long rest to move him down. I took the never short rest, right? I have not short rested yet. I'm pretty certain of that. I guess I'll just move one, loot one. And trap can long rest. That's totally cool. Oh, we get big moves out of them. We get a move 6. They definitely see trap because there's a trap either way. So there's 1 negative hex to get to either of them, and trap is closer. Well, first this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Was definitely not expecting him to already make it here, but that's cool with me. He takes 12. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move 1. Move 1. Make a shadow in range 2, and that's 1, 2, 3. That's just 4 shadows. And then trap will long rest. Long resting means making a 3 damage trap. Coral was move 1, loot 1. Trap long rested. I need to use my stamina here. My stamina potions. So I guess one doesn't help on this rest cycle, does it? If I play one now, I would go to an odd number, so I'd have to play 2. If I play one on the next rest cycle, though, it only helps me 1. So I messed up my stamina potions. I needed to be using them sooner into the scenario. I can go ahead and use both of them on this rest cycle to get another turn out. So I guess I just back off right here and I place 2 more traps, and then I can extra teeth and foxhole these guys. What's not to love about it, right? So honeypot, dangerous ground, then extra teeth, foxhole next turn. Deathwalker, long rest because I don't want to lose my battle goal, and then just a little bit of movement on coral. So let's move 2. Then Trap is just going to move here and make a 3 and a 5. I could make a 2 as well, but I don't really need that. We get Body Block. So this guy's going to go 1, 2, 3, and he's happy standing there. This guy's going to go 1, 2, 3, and then he would go 4, 5, but he can't do that, obviously. I guess we're fine like this. Maybe I, at this point, go ahead and stamina potion back honeypot. And then this next turn, I'll play extra teeth with honeypot. And then I'll stamina potion back extra teeth, and next turn play extra teeth foxhole. I think that makes a lot of sense. We get a move 3, and this guy still just sees 1 negative hex to get to trap. So he'll go 1, 2, and then these guys both move 1. Deathwalker can move a shadow for 3. I would like to get these shadows involved, but that's probably just not going to happen. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, these are just so far away. And I really don't need them. I guess if I had Strength in the Abyss, they would at least do something. Can probably drop Wave of Anguish. They're just not quite in range. That move 3 was just barely not enough. And I guess I only have 1 move a shadow card now with Dark Fog. I would kind of like to not move this one and then use my move 5s to bring these over. So maybe I'll just hope that they come a little bit closer for 1 more turn. If they just move 1 or move 2 again, they'll both be next to the thing. So let's Dark Fog to move one of my shadows close from where I am over there. And Deepening Despair. We don't need that. Trap, I already decided, was Honeypot with extra teeth. Coral just has 2 cards, so we'll play those. And I've definitely slow played this, maybe more than I needed to, but it's fine. Extra teeth, all of these, so we get 5 plus 5 is 10, so I get a 16 damage trap. And then that was extra teeth bottom. I could do honeypot top. Let's attack for 2. Ah, it does no damage. I was hoping to get the increase the strength of a trap by 2 card, but it didn't happen. Get move 3 out of these guys, which is so annoying. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So now I have to move this shadow in order to hit both of them with Fleeting Dusk. which I think is what I want to do next turn. So I'll just move this one for 1 with Dark Fog. And then I can't do Deepening Despair. These guys, so this guy will go 1, 2, 3, and I get attack for 7 into Trap, and it does 7. So Trap will take 2. And then, oh, and Trap also Stamina Potioned, right? To get back Extra Teeth? I guess I didn't really even need Extra Teeth, did I? Anything would have worked. Oh, I could have put this 16 damage trap over here. Let's say I did that. Put it right here so that I can combine it with that. To hit both of these gentlemen for 20. 19. Hit them both for 19. And then I need to be attacked for 5. And I take 6. So Trap has taken quite a bit. This guy has move 3, 1, 2, but he's not able to reach. Coral will move 1, 2 as well, and then Long Rest. So Extra Teeth with Foxhole. Fleeting Dusk, I can hit both of them. Do I want to go ahead and teleport over there with Forceful Spirits? That feels fine. Not like super amazing, but fine. But I may as well just save teleporting over there and just Fluid Knight and teleport at the same time, right? Because if they hit one target with all attacks, then I would just get wrecked. So let's just Ritual Sacrifice, because I don't need that, and I can underspeed their shield card. And then I'm long resting. Okay, so I underspeed all shield cards. So let's Fleeting Dusk. Let's Power Potion to make it attack for 5 on both. Let's Heavy Sword onto the closer one. So attack for 6. It does 8. And then attack for 5. It does 5. And then I'm not... Oh, you know what? Let's move 2 and consume all 3 of these shadows to get a shield 3 with the bottom of Ritual Sacrifice. I did not mean to do that. Crit was my next card, but it's okay because they get shuffled. 8 Fleeting Dusk, and I get shield 3 for the remainder of the round, but mostly I get 3 experience. And I get a loot. Maybe? Am I not standing on one? Oh, I guess I already deleted it, didn't I? Then Trap moves 2, combines these into an 18 damage trap plus 2, makes it a 20 damage trap. So attack for 19 into both. Let's Eagle Eye or Spyglass onto the Elite. So attack for 19 into the Elite. There are no traps within range of me, so he just takes 15. So I should have built this up to be even more. But that's okay. And then attack for 19 into the other guy. Crit. No. 19 minus 1 is 18 minus 3. He takes 15 as well. Still a decent enough turn, right? We get move 1 on these guys. Still going after Trap. Yeah, because Deathwalker's so far away. And then move 2 isn't going to get him any closer. And move 3. So Trap is, like, dead here. So Trap is actually just legit dead. But I didn't need everybody to survive. So Trap will lose 2 cards. And then, unless this misses... No, minus 2, and so that comes out. And so that's 4 damage, and Trap doesn't have any armor. So Trap is dunzo. But at least I got to have a decent last turn. And then Coral long rests. I'm sorry, Trap. I failed you. Let's get Shuck in the lost pile. And then I can start here with Low Tide, and that'll be really, really good. Low Tide and Tidal Blast. Love it. Deathwalker, Fluid Knight with Forceful Spirits, Stamina Potion back Fluid Knight, and then next turn Fluid Knight with Call to the Abyss. Love that as well. So let's teleport. What do I pick up? I don't know where this was. I do not know where... Ah, it was right there. Grab Deathwalker. I can teleport to here. Consume this shadow to attack for 5. And it kills. And then I will Stamina Potion back Fluid Knight. And we're very happy about that. We get a move 4. So this guy sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trap is just dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get to Coral. Oh. Coral goes first, though. And we'll set Tidal Blast and play Low Tide for Shuck and Overwhelming Wave. And now Coral is just insanely strong. So he sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get there, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get to Deathwalker, but Coral was faster. So he goes 1, 2, 3, 4 to get this way. I believe that was correct. This guy can't hit both from anywhere. No, I don't think he can hit both from anywhere, so he'll just hit Deathwalker from here. It's disadvantaged. Oh, they pulled a crit earlier, so I was supposed to do that, but oh well. Disadvantaged, it does 3 damage. And these guys stand still, so new turn. Deathwalker only has 2 cards, so she'll play those. Coral just wants to get wounds ticking on these guys. I do get to play 3 cards now, so I'll... Oh. I believe I do get the light from playing Shuck. Play 2 cards from your lost pile for their tied actions, so I do have light right now. So I'll go ahead and do Sharp Chitin with Chaotic Refraction and Skitter. They underspeed me, but that's fine. That doesn't bother me in the slightest. He goes here, he goes here. Oh, but they get Retaliate. It's only Retaliate 2. And now the Frozen Corpse goes the other direction, which is kind of funny. Deathwalker is going to make a shadow here and attack the Bolt Shooter for 5 with it. And kill. Very good work, Deathwalker. Deathwalker is going to spend a very long time picking up loot. A very long time picking up loot with no loot actions. Maybe I should have brought the pig instead of the forest imp summon pets things. All right. First, Coral is going to consume the light with Sharp Chitin. Just skip the movement, consume the light to make them suffer 1. Then set Chaotic Refraction. Then attack both with Skitter. So just 2 attacks for 1. I don't really care about the Tidal Blast. The second one, I guess I would have hit the Elite first. So the Elite gets missed. I take 2 Retaliate. I 2 Retaliate from the other guy. The Elite gets wounded, but I did get... I guess I need to pull because it's a rolling, right? My attack for 1 crits for 2. And I pierce 3. He has 4 shields, so he takes 1 damage. And he gets wounded. And then Coral is... I guess I still need to deal with this guy, so maybe I shouldn't be, like, super nonchalant about everything. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 towards Deathwalker now. Deathwalker needs to long rest. Coral... I'd probably just hit and run away. I did set Chaotic Refraction, so there is light, so I can stun. So let's just stun 1 and run away. Let's attack for 2 with the stun into the Elite. I don't see any reason not to. I did not do a Tide, so it just does 3 damage with Pierce 2. And so he takes 1 and gets stunned. And then I'll move into the corner here. And I also got a rolling heal. Moving in the corner. And then this guy has move 3. He's definitely closer to Deathwalker now. So he'll move 3 towards her. She has no shadows on the board. But that's alright. That shouldn't be a big deal. Elite is stunned. This guy has move 5. 1, 2, 3. And he'll attack for 4. Attack for 4 plus 2 does 6. Oh, I didn't do the Tidal Blast plus 1 damage. Attack for 6 with my shield of 1. Oh, I've got these. So I shield 5. He takes 2 retaliate. And I take no damage. He can't push me because I'm in the corner, which is why I stood there on purpose. And Deathwalker heals 2, gets all of her items back, gets this reset. Has to pick a card to lose. Dark Fog, I don't think I need. Oh, I lost Fleeting Dusk for that shadow making. It's a little bit unfortunate. There's no way I would fail to kill this guy, right? I should have left one of these shadows alive, because then I could have teleported to it and make him walk through this 5 damage trap. 9 damage trap. But it's going to be alright. I think I'll go ahead and just hit him with a Fluid Night Shadow. Coral. Hopefully this is fast enough. Probably not. Not. Am I in range of the elite? Yes, I am. And they have Pierce. So Coral could die here. Coral probably does die here. First, Deathwalker is going to make a shadow and then consume it to attack for 6 with advantage. It'll deal 4. A little bit less than I wanted. And he's going to hit hard. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Did I throw? There's no way I threw this level, right? There is no way I threw this level. Oh my gosh. Alright. Elite's going to attack for 6. Not there. Over here. It'll deal 5. He pierces all of my shield. So Coral would just take 5 damage, which will kill. So we'll drop Smashing Torrent and Drown Beneath the Waves, which is fine. And now the normal suffers. He'll attack at disadvantage and deal 4. And he pierces all of the shield, so I have to lose 2 more cards. Tidal Blast and Skitter. No, Sharp Chitin. He does take 2 retaliate still. So these guys are dead. These guys are going to die to wound. I just need to get Coral out of there so that he can just come over here and suggest a shuck into this guy. That's the only thing I need to win the scenario, basically, for sure. This guy's going to step up to Deathwalker and hit her for 6. There we go. Can't remove the miss. So that was very helpful. Let's shuffle these. Ice gets set. And, yeah, I moved to Deathwalker's thing already. Don't fail this. Don't mess this up. That would be so embarrassing. I really am not in good shape here, actually. This is, like, legit bad. I just don't actually have anything that's super amazing. Deathwalker's probably fine for 1 more turn. But then she has to long rest. So I guess I'll play a card that I don't mind losing, which I guess is Ritual Sacrifice. Coral. I guess I long rest. Just show me the 10 speed from Seal Automatons. If I don't long rest, I have no cards. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Deathwalker's going to attack for 3. This is all she can really do. It does 2. And then step here. This guy's going to come up to her and immobilize her and brittle her. And they've got really good cards built up. The elite is going to go 1, 2, 3, trying to get to there. The normal is going to hit coral for 6. I've got 2 shield, and I've got a 3rd shield from this. And that kills me exactly. So I have to lose 2 more cards, and then I lose 1 to the long rest. Oh my gosh. I never even used my power potions. Like, I'm trying to avoid shucking, because just shucking at every level is kind of dumb. But now I'm in trouble. Now I am in trouble. Coral is dead. All I needed to do to have this 100% in the bag was have left one of my shadows down here. Just needed to leave one of them down there. Do I have enough time to, like, make a shadow here and move it? Need to move it forward. Do I have Dark Fog still? No, I do not have Dark Fog still. I think I have enough time to make a shadow and long rest and move it. No matter what, I'm long resting here. I make a shadow here, I move it 1, 2, 3, and I teleport to adjacent hex and I get here. So that needs to be, that's my win condition. I need to deal a little bit more damage to this guy because he'll take 9. So I need to deal 8 more damage to this guy, which I can do. I've got enough cards to deal 8 damage to him. We're long resting here. I cannot believe I screwed this up in the end. Why are they not? Okay, whatever. Okay, he attacks for 4. This is not the worst thing he could have drawn. But it does 10. Because they have no bad cards. And so that's really bad. These guys move 4, but it doesn't matter what they do. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no way that guy ever reaches. Death Warrior doesn't have any shadows to move. And losing that card, I think, means that it's over. Because I don't have enough bottom actions to make it. I don't have enough bottom actions to make it. I actually only have 2 turns left. I cannot believe I lost this. There's no mathematical way for me to win. Because I have to get the chest in order to get the win condition. And I don't have enough bottom actions to do so. Because, I mean, I can move 2, but then I don't actually get to pick up the chest. So I have to spend 2 turns moving. I only have 2 turns left. I could make a shadow within range 2 and then teleport to it, and then I would be able to do 2 default attacks for 2, but 2 default attacks for 2 never kill. I could make a shadow, long rest, move the shadow 3, teleport to it, long rest, have this guy come over here, but then I wouldn't have any more turns. He would have to move like 4 twice to step on the trap, and then he survives. I would get to attack him for 2 in the meantime of that. I cannot believe I did this. I'm like truly shocked. I'm truly shocked that I managed to lose this. Default attack for 2. It does 4. And then I move here, I guess. I mean, I don't know what else I can do. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Attack for 5. I guess he should have pulled another card, but it wouldn't have mattered. Oh, well, it might have pulled one of the ones out of the deck. Doesn't matter that he immobilizes me, because I'm just long resting. Oh. That is disappointing. I'm no longer... Or I am still brittled, but I'm no longer immobilized. As I deal 2 damage with my strength and attack for 3. And then I can pick up the chest. Well, I'm not going to replay the level, but I lost. Man, I cannot believe I did that. The problem was just not doing strength and attacks on Coral. I was just way too cavalier with what I was doing with these characters over here. Because, like, Deathwalker's good. She's solid, but she really will struggle to take on a guy like this without wound or something. In the end, is he going to kill me on this last turn? He's almost guaranteed to. Yeah. He would deal... he would deal 12 damage to me. So I would lose these 2 cards. And then in the end, I lose by 11 health. But we're just going to move on from there. Can't believe I did that. I mean, obviously, allowing Coral to... I needed to just run Coral away from... Once I got the 2 wounds on the Steel Automatons, I needed to short rest and just run Coral away. Because literally all I needed to do was 1 attack with Shuck. With my rough boots... These aren't the ones that ignore difficult terrain, but... With my rough boots, I literally just needed to run over here and tag this guy once, and maybe retaliate onto him once. And then I think I would have been able to win. Also, yeah, Deathwalker having to lose a card... Deathwalker having to lose that card because he pulled a +1 at disadvantage was really bad. Painful. Painful. Alright. Well, let's just call it a victory, because I don't want to replay it. 189.5. Oops. 189. 10 gold each, and inside the swarm. Jim waddles up to the sealed box you recovered from the cell. She grabs it from your hands and nuzzles against the wood container. Zoo, my sweet, sweet Zoo. What have they done to you? Terrible. She pops the lid, and a dozen bugs try to escape. She scoops them back inside with a tut-tut and addresses you. All right, they're a bit out of sorts after being sealed away for so long. We'll need to send you into the Harrower hive mind to string it back together. She cracks the lid of the box just enough to slip 1 long crystalline finger inside. With a slow exhale, she settles into place, breathing with measured practice. The crystals along Jim's back glow with a dull yellow light. After a moment, she squints an eye open. Well, what are you waiting for? Get a good handfuls of crystals on my back, and let's get on with it. 10 gold each, and scenario 100. Completed. Up to 28. Up to 29. And up to 75. Man, one of the things that I really, really, really want to get onto Deathwalker is the Jagged Sword. 30 gold, add wound to a melee attack, just because it works with Fluid Knight, which is really, really rare for this item, because normally a melee attack is, you're next to them already. But being able to melee something that's really far away from you is really, really good. Really, really good. Oh, and actually, you know what? I'll have enough gold now. So yeah, we just get back to town. It feels awful to give myself this victory and to give myself the challenge when I fail the scenario because of the challenge. So I'll still count it as failing the challenge, I think. Still count it as failing the challenge. Very sad. I will go ahead and give myself the battle goals, though, because I did get those. No, I won't get the battle goals. I won't. I'm only going to call it a win in that I unlock the next scenario, and I'm not going to play it again. And I guess I get the experience from it. That's fine. That's what we'll do. A week passes. We don't get anything yet, but then after one more week, we can go and play Coral's very last level. So that's that. Week passes. Outpost. Twilight is settling across the town when you hear the loud alarm bells ringing from the barracks. Attack! Artillery! Take cover! A sparkling chunk of ember rock lands at your feet, cooling in the snow. You look to the sky and see 1,000 more screaming towards the ground, larger and larger rocks punching through rooftops and sizzling in the ice. If it is an attack, it's like none you've ever seen. The stars themselves look to be falling. Option A, protect the buildings. Option B, protect the people. Don't care about morale. Don't want buildings wrecked, so option A. You rush from building to building, dousing flames and brushing away the fiery ash. -3 targets. Attack for 30, targeting all buildings. Wreck all buildings for which you draw a negative modifier. And I do not have any soldiers. I think I have one. I have one soldier. So since I protected 3 buildings from getting hit, wow, this is awful. This is awful. All of my buildings but 3 will get hit. So not hitting the garden, craftsman or trading post. Maybe I'm okay with losing the craftsman, so not losing the garden, not losing the alchemist. Yeah. Garden, alchemist, trading post will not be attacked, but everything else will. I guess I'll soldier the barracks. Let's do the barracks first. It's attack for 30 too, so a building still gets destroyed as long as I don't draw, because I haven't built another wall yet, have I? I just have plus 15 defense, and then... So I need a plus 10 for it to not be destroyed. I need a non-negative for it to not be wrecked. So into the barracks with my one and only soldier. This one just needs a 0. Damn it. Dang it. Okay. Well, town hall. Stables. Okay, stables get destroyed. Carpenter. Workshop. You can wreck the workshop, I don't care. Okay, workshop gets destroyed. Enhancer, please don't. Okay, defended. Trading post, I said not attacked. Alchemist, not attacked. Craftsman gets attacked. Please don't destroy the craftsman. Beautiful. Garden, not attacked. So just the 3. Logging camp, hunting lodge, mining camp. Wow. Okay. Wow. I cannot believe that that went that well. Only thing that gets wrecked is the hunting lodge, and only these 2 get destroyed. So just any 5 resources. And then I get 5 metal. The scale of the destruction is massive. Actually, it's not. It is actually not. I pulled 11 cards, and I got... Look at how good that was. I mean, I still have all of the... Okay, I guess I've gotten to remove a couple -10s. Yeah, I got to replace 1 -10. Am I missing one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and 5. Yeah. Ooh. I cannot believe how lucky that was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All 5 of the bad cards are in the remaining 12. Very lucky. I paid my stuff. I got the 5 resources. So I got the 5 metal back that I lost. And that is a very dangerous event out of the way. Only need to rebuild 1 building. I can lose 8 here to get everything except it was the... Yeah, the Hunting Lodge's hide. Garden, I just get these every week, right? Yeah. So I just get these every week now. And then I have all of the 2-for-1s made that I can 2-for-1 these into any herb. So I'm very set on the garden. Craftsman, not daytime. Barracks is daytime. So 3 gold and 1 material to get a soldier. And I can only train 1, right? Yeah, train up to 1 soldier. Still, insanely lucky. That is everything for daytime. Yeah, everything for daytime. So now downtime. Deathwalker is going to sell... I guess I'll sell the battle axe to get the jagged sword. So I spend 30, so I go down to 9. And then the question becomes, do I want expertise? Do I want expertise or power for my potion? I think I'll take power, but I might want to switch these. I might want glancing, because it's really bad to have an attack that you think is going to kill, and then it doesn't kill, and you don't get the shadow because it doesn't kill. So glancing sounds really good on Deathwalker. Frenzy also sounds really good, because Frenzy could always potentially get you a bonus shadow. And if I have the Major Frenzy potion, then I can turn that into an attack 6 with Strength of the Abyss. I like the idea of Major Frenzy. What does that cost? Rock Root, Axe Nut, Corpse Cap. Boom, boom. So do I have a Rock Root anywhere? I do. Let's get that. So Major Frenzy for Deathwalker. I could save up for Cloak of Pockets instead of this Cured Leather Armor. I do like the disadvantage. I really do like having the disadvantage, but Cloak of Pockets to also have either Expertise or Power Potion. Is there anything that Expertise Potion is like insane for right now? I don't really think so. I really, really want that check mark. I really want it. I do level up, so I can take a +2 Dark. I think that's the play, is adding a +2 Dark. I do really want to put in these curses, but curses kind of anti-synergize with Deathwalker just because you're frequently trying to pick up the kill. I need to be going for these. Hey, failing a challenge, though, means that I'm not one step closer to retiring. I do really like this card. I mean, move to invisible is insane. The problem with it is that it's a bad initiative. So it's like, it pairs okay with Ritual Sacrifice, but move to invisible is not that much movement. Like, especially because frequently you're not that close on Deathwalker. You like to be further back. But this is just an insane card to be spamming throughout the scenario and then get to Bane something near the end for basically for free is like really, really good. Especially if you have the other level 2 card where your bottom can make something suffer 3. You can Bane a target if they're standing on a shadow and then make them suffer 3 with the bottom and they suffer 13 damage that turn. Very, very nice. So that's level 4 card. At level 3... we can get medium, attack 3, consume dark to make it attack 5. If this attack kills an enemy, place a shadow in a hex adjacent to the hex the killed enemy occupied, which is just, oh, that would be a really good use for Battle Axe, especially if I have Call to the Abyss out. I could get 4 shadows out of one attack. Out of one attack 5. So that's really good. It feels so hard to pass up on that. 55 initiative is pretty awful. That's the only like downside for it. Then the bottom is a loss effect. At the start of each of your turns, move 1 shadow up to 3 hexes. Which, like, I think in general is really good. And I know for a fact that there are some scenarios that it is just game-changing for. When I initially routed the speedrun, I really, really struggled with scenario 41. We'll take just like a brief look at it. Basically, you start with it being this small little room, and you have to go to the end and then come back. You have to go to the end, kill the guy, and bring the thing he drops back to the beginning. And then you have to go over to B and kill a guy and bring the thing he drops back to the beginning. And then you have to go all the way over to C and kill a guy and bring him back to the beginning. And each time you do that, it keeps moving this wall back further and further, and it summons more and more guys. And so you get all these deep terrors, and you get all these... It's a nightmare. It's really, really hard. And medium, like realizing that I could play medium bottom was the godsend for this scenario. Just start with Eclipse top and medium bottom, and then I always have enough shadows over here, and so I keep 1 shadow in the beginning, and I can just teleport over, kill, teleport back. And because, you know, the wall is constantly getting pushed back further, having that free move 3 shadow without having to worry about anything, it was the answer to solving the scenario. I was able to play it with Blink Blade and Deathwalker and just have them both be invisible almost the whole time. And that solved the issues that I was having. It's still a really hard scenario, but it's the kind of thing where like medium is really, really good because there is a lot of movement required in that scenario. And so like not having medium for it, it would be possible. You just lose so much time by having to spend bottoms moving your shadows into places. And then the final card we have access to is Dominate. Attack 6, Consume Dark to disarm. So it's like, it's very similar to Fluid Knight. Perform the hexes if you were occupying a shadow, and then remove the shadow. It's like Fluid Knight already with a heavy sword on it. Similar initiatives. Consume Dark instead of Create It. And then the bottom is Move 4, Set Dark. So I think I'm going to go for Dominate, just because Fluid Knight is already so good. And this is just a better version of it in every way except for initiative. I feel like this is actually a pretty large gap in initiative between 24 and 29. With Boots of Speed, it being 19 and 14, those are pretty close. Those are pretty good. I just feel like there are a lot of monster cards that hit like 28. I feel like there were a lot of monsters that go at 28 or 25 initiative. So it's a little bit unfortunate there, but this just feels like it's too good. I mean, with Strength of the Abyss to eat a shadow as well, it turns into an attack 8 disarm, which, like, what a way to introduce yourself to a monster, to hit him for 8 and not let him hit you back. So I think that's what I'm going to take. I don't know, because I really love the idea of medium for its top. It's just that your initiative when you play this is going to be really bad. You can go slow at Eclipse's speed, and then it's pretty decent. Or you can go fast at Ritual Sacrifice, but then you're going fast at 13 initiative to move in and kill a target. So if there's anybody next to him, you're kind of in trouble. Like, every time I initially read through the cards, I thought medium every day of the week. But then after I played with it for a little bit, I was less convinced. I don't know. I really, really love Deathwalker because I feel like it's one of the classes I understand the least, even though I've played it a lot. And I still feel like I play it really poorly. I feel like it just has so much potential and so much so much good going on with what it has, and it has so many options. It's so hard to make the right decisions, and so much good stuff you can do. I think at this point I'm going to drop Eclipse, but if I drop Eclipse, then I don't have any low initiatives, or slow initiatives, which is bad. But I can't drop Dark Fog. I have to have a Move a Shadow 5. Definitely want Fleeting Dusk and Call to the Abyss. Those are both required. I really love playing Strength of the Abyss bottom. Have to have a Teleport. Can't drop one of those. I need both Dominate and Fluid Knight, because those are my best attacks that I want to be spamming every cycle. Same thing with Deepening Despair and Ritual Sacrifice. Like, all of my attacking cards are relatively fast. So Black Barrage could fall, but like Move All Shadows 2. Maybe I don't need Move All Shadows 2 now that I'm going to be consuming shadows more frequently with Dominate and Fluid Knight. It gives me an extra consume shadow per rest cycle. So maybe I can drop Black Barrage, since I already have Move All Shadows 2 with Wave of Anguish, and I have Move 1 Shadow 5 with Dark Fog. But it's just tough. That is just tough. Probably depends on the scenario when I want to be doing. And also, Dark Fog is not that expensive to enhance. What is it going to be? 60 gold? It should just be a couple pages before this, right? Oh, there we go. Move +1 is 30 gold, and it's doubled because it affects multiple things. And then it's 10 less because my enhancer is level. Reduce all enhancement costs by 10 gold, and level 10 penalties by 10 gold per level. So yeah. It would cost me 50 gold to make my Move All Shadows 2 into a Move All Shadows 3 with Black Barrage, which would be a lot better. It would be a lot better. Next level, I'm really excited to take this. Once again, they're both really good cards. Attack for 3, range 4, consume any number of shadows to add a target each, which is really good with Call to the Abyss, because any you can kill gets you that shadow back, and then you can just leave the last guy marked. But Night Takes Shape is just too good. Since they're like different abilities, you can do any number of these. You can move a shadow or leave it still. You can teleport to it and remove it, or not teleport to it, and you can teleport and then attack, or you can just stay where you are and attack. So like, you don't have to do this middle part at all. You can just move a shadow for 3 and attack for 3 with your bottom against a guy who's adjacent to you, and maybe you kill him, and then you can use like Fluid Knight or Dominate to hit the guy that you moved the shadow with. So like, insane. But at that point, what on earth card am I dropping? Is it time to drop Deepening Despair and just only bring it on certain levels? Maybe, actually, I think at that point I drop Eclipse, because now I'll have a late initiative, and it is a late initiative move card, because I can move a shadow and teleport to it. It also means that I won't be nearly as reliant on Forceful Spirits, which is good, because I like to be able to play Forceful Spirits for the top, because with Dark and Call to the Abyss, this is an attack 5, attack 3 with a top action, which is very good. Oh, I love the Deathwalker. Very, very cool class. I really need to get some of these. I really need to get some of these masteries going. It's just very hard to go for the masteries in such a on such increased difficulty, especially because I'm mostly playing levels I've never seen before, because I've never seen a single one of the job postings. So these are all completely blind for me, and these levels are blind. Yeah, I've never played any of these retirement missions. The only one I had ever started before was the first 2 levels in Snowflake's retirement mission. And I've got a few side scenarios to play, but I'm unlocking a lot more of the scenarios than I thought I would. The job postings really help. Wait, what are these? Alright. I don't know what 81 and 82 are. Are they the other color? They look like the other color. Yeah, I don't know what those are. Oops. because they're not job postings. I do trap leveled as well, right? I don't remember these cards off the top of my head, but I know they're going to be really good because Trap's like okay in the beginning. He's fine at level 1, but not insane. Level 3, he gets really good because of extra teeth, being able to combine traps, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I can hit really hard. Then level 5, you get so much power from getting 2 bonus true damage every single round. And then level 7, being able to turn 1 trap into 2 targets is just busted, given that you're dealing like 30 damage worth of traps in a rest cycle. Designate an empty hex within range 4. Create 1 2 damage trap in that hex, and each hex in a direct path to it. So we've got Spellweaver's Impaling Eruption, basically. Move 3. Create an immobilized trap in each empty hex you leave during the movement. That sounds really, really good. You could just do like a little zigzag pattern, boom, 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 and like wall something off and force 2 monsters to step through immobilized traps. Whew. Attack 2 on 3 targets in range 3 and push. I don't feel like I need that. I took Unavoidable Outcome at level 2, and I took Foxhole at level 7, so I've already got 2 attacks. I don't need more attacks, right? And then create 2 1-health heal, regenerate ward traps in adjacent empty hexes. That is tough, because it would be really nice to have those heal ward regenerates, especially once I lose Coral, because I do not have the tankiness once I lose Coral. But it's probably better to take these immobilized traps to stay safe. And then, because like this is just amazing. Both parts of this card are amazing for spamming traps out onto the map, which is going to be my main safety once I don't have Coral just tanking infinity for me. What other cards did I miss? I mean, Path of Pain is good to make 2 traps on the bottom. And then the top has crazy synergy with Persistent Pitfalls. Basically just push something until it dies, but it feels kind of hard to set that up. You'd have to like go late an extra teeth to like move next to something, put the trap behind it, and then Persistent Pitfalls with Path of Pain to push it through. Definitely seems hard to line up. I would love to play Pyrotechnics for the top and just Bless and Strengthen Deathwalker all day long. And the bottom. Man. Not level 9 yet. Don't need that. 2 damage, wound, immobilized, curse, muddle trap. Oh, surrounding something in traps. I almost feel like that might be better than spike strip. But this is 1 damage traps, and those are... Relocating traps would be nice, but I do already have extra teeth to do that. I think I'll take spike strip. But what card do I lose is tough. Exploding Decoy. I mean, I'm putting in a very similar initiative with a move 3. And like, this is a bottom that makes traps. This is a bottom that makes traps. Feels pretty even to me. Pretty even. And then we get one of these, but what does this matter, right? Take out a -1 and create a 1 damage trap in the hex adjacent to the target, or replace 2 +1s with 2 +2 immobilizes. I think we'll take 2 +2 immobilizes, just in case something survives an attack. Immobilizing it sounds nice. Although now my odds of there being an immobilized in it are really good with Spike Strip bottom, because I'll probably play that for the bottom most of the time. But we'll see. I think it was take out +1s. Replace 2 +1s with 2 +2 immobilizes. It's fine. Okay, this has to be a heal trap. And yeah, I haven't moved enemies through 7 or more traps with one ability. I'm probably not ever going to really try to get those. Trap doesn't really need it. I need to capture more pets. Let's see what monsters are in the next scenario. Scenario 100 should be on page like 121. No. And it's right at the end of the book, so. Oh, great. Mine Snippers, Burrowing Blades, Earth Demons. What is capturable there? Nothing. Mine Snippers, Shrike Fiends, Burrowing Blades, Earth Demons. What is this orchid getting us into? Oh my gosh. What the fuck is this? This looks miserable. At least I've got 1 damage trap on the board. Okay, I want to read this right now. Ugh. This looks like it's going to be interesting. Ugh. Okay. I might just go ahead and read it right now and... Oh, let me finish in town. What am I doing? What am I doing? Just sitting here talking for forever. I'm in nighttime, right? I'm in downtime. I just leveled up my characters, that's right. And I got my Jagged Sword, so now I can throw Wound on targets from super far away. I kind of wouldn't mind renewing Potion to get either Wound or +1 damage and advantage back. I wouldn't mind Glancing Potion. I think I like the idea of the Major Frenzy Potion, though, especially once I get this card, because I'll be able to teleport onto something, attack it for 3, and then Major Frenzy Potion to attack it for 4, and just, like, be very likely to kill. And I mean, I can play that with Ritual Sacrifice and attack it for 4 or 5 with my top. Feels very nice. Feels very, very nice. So we just need to rebuild the Hunting Lodge in the building phase. So that's 2-1-1. 2-1-1. And then what building can I build? I think I can build like anything, everything. I could build any of these. I don't know if you get anything special upon building these. Garden is done already. Craftsman and Trading Post got done at this level. Alchemist is done. Workshop is done. Carpenter could build. Stables can't. Town Hall can't. Enhancer can't. So it's actually only Carpenter or any of the camps. I just got a lot of metal, so we probably would like some wood. So, oh well, we've got some wood and we've got some metal here. So I guess we'll build the hide. The Hunting Lodge. 8-2-5. I've got 16 inspiration, so I could spend some of that, and I've got the Carpenter to reduce by 1, but there's no way I'm getting up to 8. What did the other thing cost? The Carpenter, 6-5-4. Okay, I guess I'm not going to get any of those. I'm going to assume that I read 7.3. I don't remember doing it, so let's just double check. I must have done that. Summer Outpost 53, Summer Outpost 60. That kind of sounds familiar now. I'm not going to check because I think I did it. Okay, I guess I won't build a building. I need another time of coming back to town and building some. What about a wall? What's the Prosperity 3 wall? 5-2-1. Eh. Alright. We're done. We're done.